Friday means it's time for the Rhody Roundup as we chat about some of the fun headlines making the rounds this week. And who better to join us on this fine morning than this trio, our esteemed panel. You like how I said esteemed? It's because I mean it. Yes. Andrea McHugh has been kind enough to hang around from Newport Style File. Andrew Williams, local comedian extraordinaire, and Meghan Rothschild from Chick Media, who will have some Instagram tips later on. You're all pulling double duty for the most part. You've done double duty in the kitchen today.
But yeah, I'm out of here after this.
The car is waiting. Well, good morning, everyone. Great to have you here. Let's get right to it on a fine Friday. A new study finds that up to 50% of people admit to snooping on their partner's phones. I don't think snooping on your partner is a good idea, Andrea. I think it's a recipe for disaster. What do you think?
No, I have been married since the dinosaur age, but I would never. I can't even remember my own passwords, so hard enough that I have to remember somebody else's. I mean, I do a deep dive sometimes on social media with if you're meeting with someone, you want to know what the situation is. So a little bit public, but I'm not going to do a deep dive.
I like your prehistoric opinion. It works very well.
Yes. Well, you know, after the Great Depression, we really decided that we were not going to be checking each other's phones.
Good idea.
We have to do the roundup and be like, who's he talking to?
Do you snoop in his Rolodex at all?
I said Rolodex to a class I was speaking to just right over, so yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea to snoop, period.
I agree, but I have in the past, I will admit. But now with Face ID and everything, it would be like a lot to hack a phone, I feel like. Like, I can barely get into my own phone. Like, in the morning, it doesn't recognize me. I'm like,
oh, is there anything more insulting?
Like, in the morning, my phone does not recognize my face. But I would not snoop through a partner's. I don't want it. And then also on there, it said a family member's phone. That's a huge no. I don't want to accidentally see anything in any family member's phone.
That's right.
So that's a hard pass for me.
Yeah. How about you, Meghan?
I mean, you can misinterpret, so I agree. I mean, I will say, though, back when I was like a teenager, I did this, but I've been with my husband for 13 years, so I haven't done this. He doesn't have time to do anything suspicious. He's too busy.
Which is a good thing, absolutely.
I know a lot of people who do it.
I know, I'm not surprised.
And it's Rhode Island. Someone's going to see someone.
Eventually, you're going to run into somebody. Absolutely. Moving on, because we have two more scintillating topics to get to. I could talk to you guys all day about that one, but another new study shows that people you follow on social media influence your food choices. Big surprise here. So I want to know if you guys are easily influenced by others and what they're doing. Andrew, I shall start with you, sir.
100%. When I see food on Instagram or on TV, I am stuffing my face constantly after. I am always inspired. Recently, honestly, most of my food inspiration comes solely from social media.
I've seen you try to eat your phone, actually.
Yeah, it's delicious. Once you get through the Face ID, it's delicious.
I would say the same. I don't know if it influences what I eat, but it influences where I go to eat. Food is such an experience on social media that I'm always like, oh, I got to try that place. Like, and it always looks so beautiful. So I would agree.
Yeah, something looks great, Andrea. You might want to try it out.
Well, I did see, thanks to social media, that National Margarita Day is coming up. So I feel compelled to go to Mexican restaurants and have margaritas. And last week was National Wine Day. So it's just a civic duty.
You're just supporting, really.
I mean, I'm
report back,
you know, I will. I'm very diligent.
And lastly, a new survey found every state's most popular villain. Rhode Island's was the wicked stepmother. When it comes to classic villains, Meghan, is there one that just reminds you of childhood or maybe still freaks you out? I don't know. How does it work?
I mean, I would say either Maleficent or Ursula are probably my two favorites, just because they're fabulous. They're like villain, but like in all the right ways. That's my personal opinion.
All right, I like those choices, Andrew.
Wicked Witch of the West always is my favorite.
Good one.
So chic, so simple, just the black on black situation.
Yes.
No tricks, just easy.
That jaundice look.
Yeah, I love that.
Come on, you got to have a favorite.
Well, you know, I do have a 5-year-old daughter, so I'm familiar with all of the villains. They're all in the space, but I would agree Ursula, I think, is just top-notch. She wants to steal your voice and your soul.
But she's got a good voice herself. There's so much going for her.
And the villain in Frozen, too, is great, because then she socks him across the face, and that's you know, that's pretty good. So there's some good ones.
All right, I like the sound of this. You know, we're talking villains, but the three of you are all tremendous heroes as far as I'm concerned. We can't thank you enough for having some fun on a Friday. Andrea,
Thank you so much.
and of course, Meghan, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Meghan's going to hang around, but don't forget, she'll have tips for social media, but always great catching up with our Rhody Roundup panel.